Welcome back to The Average Kitchen. Mark here with a C, coming to you from Canada. Wearing my new Canada golf shirt here from Bogey Bros. They make some pretty cool stuff. Not sponsored, just saying, came across them, ordered some golf shirts. I actually really like them. We're fresh off a Myrtle Beach trip, big golf trip. Hold on, let me show you this. Quite proud of the old tan line, the Canadian tan line here. After a long winter, it's finally spring here in Canada. I digress. We are here today to review the new Ninja Flip. A little bit different than the old Ninja Flip, and actually Jamie and I were just talking about that. We'll have to look up the name. It might even be the same name. It's a little bit higher, a little bit deeper and higher cooking area inside. Cheap book, not much to it. Ninja normally does pretty good with their books. Not much going on here. As far as the accessories that it comes with, you've got your air frying basket. You've got a pretty heavy duty tray or cookie sheet. And then you have your wire basket here on the bottom, and then there's a removable crumb tray at the bottom. So what our plan is today is they have multiple cook functions. We're gonna try to test a bunch of them. Air fry, air roast, broil, bake, toast or bagel, pizza, and dehydrate. So we're gonna do a couple different bagels. We're going to make a platter of nachos. We're gonna cook some chicken tenders, and we're gonna do a pizza. So, let's get right at it. We're gonna remove these for now. We'll start with a bagel. So we'll fire this on and we run through the modes here, and I'm sure Jamie will zoom in. We're gonna go down to bagel. So the age-old question, how do you like your bagel cooked? Are you a dark toast, light toast? Well, we're gonna run through a few different tests and see how they result. Now, we've done different toast tests in the past. And one thing that often affects the machine is if it's already hot, it reduces the cook time. So the best way probably to do the most accurate test would be to completely have your toaster oven, in this case, cool down before you started it again. So shows a shade 4. Where is that? So it goes from 1 to 7. So what do we want to start with, Jamie? A 2?
Sure.
Okay, and we're gonna hit start. So it's 2 minutes and 25 seconds. We'll be back. So just as soon as we turned the cameras off, I looked in the book and it said bagels need to be cut side up. So I made that quick adjustment. So I'm just gonna use a little silicone. So for me, like that's pretty well toasted. What do you think, Jamie?
For a 2,
For a 2, like that's pretty good. Just gonna put a little butter on here. And we'll have to try it. So we're looking back on some of our previous videos. The one I was thinking of, and we've reviewed, I don't know, 50, 60, 70 Ninja products maybe. Not sponsored by Ninja, by the way, completely on our own. But it was called what was it called, Jamie? There is a Ninja Flip, but it was like a little tiny toaster.
It was the Ninja Foodie Air Fry Oven, I think?
Yeah, which looked very similar to this. Let's give this a try. Still soft interior, like barely crispy on the outside. So very, very lightly toasted, which I'm fine with. I am gonna let this cool down to do a full true test. We'll wait for the fan to turn off and then we'll try a number, what are we gonna do, a 4? Okay. All right, so the fan just turned off. And we never time that, what, 5 minutes maybe? I mean, realistically, are you gonna wait 5 minutes between toasting cycles? If you're doing a bunch of different toasting for your family, probably not. But you just have to you may just have to adjust the time accordingly to get to your desired toast. All right, so we're back going to the bagel setting. We're gonna go shade, oops. We're gonna go shade 4, right, Jamie?
Yep.
Okay. The famous Ninja chime. We're done here. I can tell you that for me, and Jamie, I'm gonna guess you as well, way too dark, like way too dark. Oh yeah, a couple Canadian hockey pucks here. I will try it, just to say I tried it, but I know I'm not gonna like it. But again, everybody's different on what they like and don't like.
I think it looks pretty good.
Is that okay? Is that in your wheelhouse?
Yep, that's good.
Okay, well, I'll cut this in half so that you can both try it.
I guess I have a range.
And is this on the high end of your range or low end?
It'd be in the higher side.
Okay. So obviously quite toasted. Okay. So nowhere near as doughy in the middle. You can actually taste the toast, if that makes sense. You know that toast flavor? Let's let this cool down again, and let's take it to the max on a 7 and see what that looks like. This is pretty good, actually. Last test on the bagels.
And that took longer to cool down.
It did take longer. We didn't time it, but it did take longer. Okay, so we're gonna go mode, back to bagel. We're going 7 here. So if you're a Seinfeld fan, like Jamie and I are huge Seinfeld fans, if you remember the Kramer episode where he pushed the, wasn't it a rental car, it was test drive on the gas gauge as far as it can go. Similar, testing as far as it can go.
Is it just the angle I'm looking from?
No, sir, we are down there.
Oh, this is amazing. Oh, I never felt so alive.
4 minutes and 13 seconds. Eesh. She's gonna be dark. Not as dark as I thought. At the 2-minute mark, Jamie and I looked at each other, we're like, yee, this is gonna be dark. But Jamie made a good point. Very evenly toasted, as you can see here. Very evenly toasted. I will, for the purpose of the video and for all of our fans out there, I will try this begrudgingly. So to me, it tastes burnt. But some people, that's how they like it. So if that's how you like it, give her. Not for me. I would say, for me, a 3 or 4, that's right in the wheelhouse, probably a 3. Jamie, you'd probably be a 4 guy, you said?
3 or 4. Yeah.
Okay. So next thing we're gonna try here is a frozen pizza. Right on the rack, Giuseppe, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 205 Celsius, 19 to 20 minutes. All right, we'll have to keep an eye on it. Obviously, first time using this, but beautiful looking pizza. I'm gonna put this right on the rack. So this could be like a little bar snack, you know, you come home after the bar night. I mean, that's a pretty good sized pizza to be able to fit on there, no problem. So let's close that. All right, we're gonna go to mode, pizza. 20 minutes is the default. I don't know temp-wise. 400, perfect. There we go. Let's wait and see. 43 seconds left. It did say 19 minutes. We set it for 20. By the looks of it, it looks done. So we're gonna turn that off. And my plan is to try to transfer this onto this cooling rack I have here so that we can get the next test going. Look at that. So I must say, Jamie, I mean,
Looks great.
for an oven pizza, looks pretty good. So the next thing we're gonna do is fire on some chicken tenders in the air fry basket. So let me get that ready to rock and roll here. All right, so we did a full box of frozen chicken tenders. We're gonna put these on the upper rack here in the wire air fry basket. The box for the nugget or the chicken tenders said 425 for 16 minutes. So let's go to air fry. Air fry temp is 390, so we're gonna go to 400 as it suggested. Time, we're gonna go, let's do 18 minutes. We're crispy guys, so we always end up cooking a little bit longer, but let's give that a start and have a look. All right, PD day from school today. These knuckleheads just got out of bed. Well, they got up around 11:30, but they're gonna test the pizza. Guys, pick a slice. Might be a little hot, just test it. Whoa. Crispy, okay.
Yeah, nice and crispy. It's fluffy too.
Fluffy and crispy. Now you can talk about the taste, although the air fryer or the toaster oven doesn't affect the taste, but
It's good though.
yeah? All right, now I gotta try it. I agree with them. Fluffy on the inside, crisp bottom, which I really like. I would say, and Jamie will get your opinion as well, perfectly cooked. Perfect? All right, we'll wait for those chicken tenders to be done. So we added, what did you add, Jamie? 5 minutes, so that would bring it to, what did we set it at?
18.
18. All right, so
It's 23.
23 minutes, the cook for us. Again, everybody's a little bit different on their preference of crispiness. Oh yeah, those look perfect. Some may say they look too dark or too crispy, but again, everybody's different. We're gonna let those cool, and we're gonna make just a sheet pan of nachos here. So give me a minute to put together a few supplies, and we'll cook up some nachos. So, put together a plate of nachos here. Pretty simple, nacho chips, salsa, cheese. Nothing too crazy for this test. We're gonna throw that in. We're gonna use the bake setting, and towards the tail end of our bake setting, if we remember, we'll broil the top. So let's go to bake. We'll check our temp. 350 I think is pretty good. Let's hit start. Now this is the first time it's ever shown that it's preheating. So no status bar. Often they do have a status bar, so we'll see how long that takes to preheat. In the meantime, let's try a chicken tender. Just got some plum sauce here. Perfect cook. Very good. I didn't really pay too much attention when the preheating was done. I think it started at 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So roughly 12, 13 minutes for these nachos, which is pretty quick.
It was only a minute or two.
And I think they look really good. Like, really nice. So while these are cooling down, I do want to, as we always do, provide some measurements on the size of this. So I'll give the first measurement with the door open. It's quite deep. It's about 22.5 inches deep. With the door closed, because this could hang over, I guess, a countertop if you had to, 16 inches. It's not very high, 7.5 inches. And the width, I guess with the handle, 17 inches. Now, I'm gonna wait for this to cool down before I show you this. They call this the Ninja Flip. Jamie and I kind of had like an eye roll situation where it's like, it flips up, but I don't really understand why you would do that. You'd have to have a lot of cabinet height above your countertops in order to stand this up on its edge. And then I would think all the crumbs that we're collecting in the bottom would always go everywhere. Anyway, we'll wait for this to cool down and I'll show you that. All right, so molten lava. Oh, just made a mess. Hot, very good. I mean, they're nachos, how can they be bad, right? 12, 13 minutes, pretty decent sized plate of nachos, pretty quick. All right, so if you're a fan of the show, which we hope you are, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. You know that every product that we review, we do an average kitchen scoring matrix on it. Let me break that down for you here. The price point on this when we ordered it was $167 US, so roughly $200 Canadian. All of our scoring matrices are out of 10, so we gave that a 7.9. Functionality, we thought it functioned really, really well. We were actually quite surprised how well this performed. We gave that an 8.7. Versatility, I mean, we showed you at the top of the video here, it's got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 different cook settings on it. We tested quite a few of them. We did forget to broil, now that I think about it, on the nachos, but that's okay. So we gave that a 9.1 because it's quite a versatile product. Cleaning, that's where we kind of stumbled here. If you're just doing what we did today, if you're just toasting and doing bagels and nachos and chicken fingers and that type of stuff, cleaning's a breeze. It'd be crumb tray, whatever. Too easy. If you were gonna air fry wings in this quite a bit, the cleaning would be a nightmare. I mean, it would be very, very hard to get inside here and properly degrease or clean this, sorry. As you can see, that KitchenAid toaster oven behind me is also an air fryer, but I pretty much don't air fry in it. We just heat up food in it, use it like you would your oven, toast in it, whatever, so cleaning is a breeze. Anytime you start to air fry and you got grease splattering everywhere, you're gonna pay the price in a smaller appliance like this trying to clean it. So we kind of met in the middle and we did the cleaning at a 7.5. The cleaning score would be low if you were air frying greasy foods and high if you weren't. The size, we gave it an 8.6. It seemed like we did a full-size pizza in here, cooked it perfectly, so it seemed to be a nice size, 8.6. Storage, now let me show you what we were talking about, that gimmicky aspect. They call it the Ninja Flip, but all it is there's a double set of legs on the back here, and all it allows you to do is stand it up like that. So you see this double leg here? That's the whole thing. So standing upright, it's just a shy under 16 inches. So it probably would not fit. If it did, it would barely fit underneath because I have the under cabinet lighting here, would barely fit. So we did give them some credit for, I guess, thinking of this and giving people an option to flip it if they wanted to, because it is a big enough product. So we gave a little bit of leeway on that. So we gave that an 8.3. And the quality, like I said, we were really impressed with how well it functioned. It seems to be built well. It's light enough to move around if you did not have the counter space and you're pulling it out of a cabinet or whatever every day. So that gives the average overall score of 8.4. That's our video. Really hope you liked it. Leave us a comment. We always reply and we love hearing where you're from. We'll see you on the next one.